Hi everyone, I hope you are fine. Um, this is my first video in English. I'm sorry if my my face is absolutely awful. I didn't sleep well yesterday, and I've been thinking about a lot of things, and also about the future the decisions I'm gonna make for the next weeks, months, and this year in 2026. So I'm a little stressed, to be honest, because first I recovered several years of depression, so it wasn't easy. That's the first thing. I cried a lot in my car 3 hours ago, like 3 hours, yeah. Because of like all the pressure that that I've handled for now years, and I didn't realize it. Being a singer is like so hard. It's so hard. You have to deal with so many things. That is like, I don't think it's really. That's not the kind of things that are easy to talk. So I thought about a lot of things, and I was stressed because I would like to try things that maybe do not exist. And I had this kind of, limiting belief that it will maybe annoy, I don't know why, other artists or people, or maybe the music industry, because I would like to create my own label. I'm someone who's ambitious, but more important, I want to stay myself. I want to be authentic. And I think that the last years after and during during my depression were really tough for me, because I lost myself. I lost the sight of who I was, and I started to, I was sinking, and I didn't know where to go, what kind of choice I had to make, and I was terrified. The fact is that, maybe you don't know that, but before I started to sing, even in the same period when I was 20 and 18 and 19, I was really interested about entrepreneurship. So I started my first project online before I bought my first mic. And this is something I've always loved to do, because I'm someone who always loved to create projects. I think I've never really been only an artist, but also someone who loved to create, think deeply, write. And the fact is that I realized that I really love to lead and to inspire people, and I like to create projects, and I like to be independent. And for a very long time, I didn't know how I was supposed to, combine all those things. And finally, now that I know that I've got a voice, I've got a potential. Of course, I have to work, but I'm proud of my improvements. I was like, what are the next steps? And I was really lonely at that time. First, because I was highly depressed at that time. I also had money problems. I lost people around me when they know that I was going to become a singer, because they weren't able to follow me mentally because of their limited belief. and it was hard for me to accept that. So I felt really lonely. I also felt lonely because I realized that nobody is gonna do what I'm gonna do. So of course every artist is different, as everyone is different. That's of course normal. But I think that I feel like my projects and the way I see things for me are really, really different. And it took me a time to realize that, to accept that. So I think it's also a process of just becoming who you are. But I think that in my case, it's more a coming back. You know, it's like I return to who I was deeply. In the same time, it's hard for me because I've realized that I can see higher than expected. When I started, I remember that I was like 20, 21. I was thinking, if one day I'm able to sing like Jean-Jacques Goldman, which is a French composer and singer. He is one of the most famous composer for Céline Dion. If you know, of course, I think you know that singer. But I've never thought, for example, that maybe I could sing in English or have maybe an international vision for myself, and or even produce things for myself. That was my dream, but I didn't know the words, I didn't have the knowledge, I didn't know anything about music business, so I am working to learn this actually. So it's a whole new world for me, and it's quite frightening because I've never done that before. I'm also afraid about what my life's gonna be. So I'm of course I'm not. I'm asking a lot of questions. I realized also that I was really lonely for years because all my process to become a singer was really lonely. There was a time when I paid my own singing courses and I wasn't emotionally supported at the time, so it was really hard for me. I was trying to break limits with my voice. Maybe you have heard it in my last covers, and I think in a sense I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But when you've got no one around you to tell you that you can do it, that's twice harder. That's so hard. And even though I think I'm someone who's really confident, as I wasn't surrounded with great people at the time, there were a lot of toxicity around me. There was a lot of toxicity around me. I didn't feel it that way. So now I feel like my life is gonna be. I'm afraid. In a sense, I'm also happy because there are a lot of people that left. They just leave, and I'm happy because I realized that those people never deserved to be in my life. And this is absolutely not a question of becoming a singer, anything. It's just your ambition, the way you see things in life, your values and everything. So I think that I'm happy because of that. I've also realized how extreme life could be sometimes, and I've realized that in those moments there are few people that can really support you, and you will know who are your friends when you will be broken in thousands of pieces inside, maybe depressed as I was, when you will be no longer be yourself, you'll be sick. If there are people who stay with you at the time, you will know that those people are really your friends. But if they don't, this is a red flag. So yeah, it's really, really hard for me at that moment. So now I would like to try to, coming back to who I am. What were my dreams when I was a child? But not only singing, just all of my dreams. What are all of my dreams? If everything is possible, what are my dreams? Just that question. And I had a lot of dreams. And I am in a period of my life where I don't want to compare myself to anyone, and especially artists. So now I would like to do just something, is just focus on myself, my vision, write and allow myself again to have an artistic vision for myself. I don't want to care about anyone because I don't want to betray myself. I just want to care about what do I have inside, what are my dreams, because I think that if I respect that light inside, kind of magic, I think it will naturally shine all around me. But for that, I have to allow myself to dream, to have an artistic vision, even if it's not accepted, understood. And this period of my life is especially meaningful for me because it reminds me my first steps when I was 20, when I bought my first mic, when I was in the year off, just after my 2 years of studies in law and economics that I failed. And I remember I was with my first mic that I bought online. At that time I was in the library with my bank cards. I was so terrified to buy my first mic. It wasn't that expensive at that time. I think it was lower than $50, something like that. So it wasn't really a mic that was really, how can I say it? It wasn't a professional mic, but I was happy that I still have it, and I don't want to sell it. I want to keep it. And now I would like to just come back to that period, especially in 2018, because that year was really important for me. This is the year when I quit my studies for the first time. Remember that my parents were completely mad. They don't understand my choice. They forced me to study again, whatever I didn't want to do. So I quit again after. And I would like just to go back to that period of my life when I had a clear vision of what I wanted, who I was, where I was going. I wasn't comparing to anyone, and that's the thing I want to do. So it's really challenging for me because I am someone with I think I'm a kind of visionary, I mean, I like to see things that do not exist, and I love to kind of distort. I don't know if this is the right word. I like to change the reality so it will become mine. So now I would like to create my own video clips. I want to write, I want to sing, I want to compose. I would like to, earn money too. I don't want to feel guilty about that because I've always loved things about business. Before I start to buy my first mic, that's also the reason why I've studied law and economics for 2 years before I changed my mind. And I want to go to Abbey Road studio, This is one of my dreams since I'm 21. And I would like to go there. I would like just for fun, I would like to challenge myself. I would like to record covers of the hardest songs of the music industry, like Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, and the singers of other countries, Japanese, South Korean, why not? Because I just would like to challenge myself, and I want to know how far I can go, you know? So that's the thing I want to do. And then I would like to go to Los Angeles, and I would like to record covers of Disney, because I've always loved Disney. And I would like to take the original music, and I would like to make the music mine with my own interpretation. And this is something I want to do. Of course, just for fun. So at that moment, I am back home, and I am taking lessons on sales, about sales, because actually I don't have any money anymore, you know. So I'm lucky that I have a family that can help me and, cannot say support me, but just allow me to stay for a little moment. As I was depressed, I also have to come back for my health. And I want to work. So 2 hours ago, I was online to listen to a conference, okay? And they were talking about how to, close a deal. I didn't know anything about that. So I'm just trying things. And now I would like to have sane routines to work, because if I want to create my own label, I need money, and I don't have money for the moment. So I would like to work again to be able to pay me anything that I want. And I know that with that I will be able to pay my first studio, because I want to create my own studio from scratch. And I would pay also tools to produce music, because it's really expensive, and it's like really, really expensive. And so if you don't have money, it's complicated. And I don't want to learn things. I want to have things from my own, you know. I want to be the owner of everything. This is really important for me. And I don't want to know what are the standards in the music industry. I don't care about that. I just want to be just myself. So I try to cut my head off the noise around, you know. I don't want to be influenced by the noise around. I remember that when I said to my first friends when I was younger, or my family, or people around, that I wanted to become a singer, they were like, "This is never gonna happen." And I remember that I had to make a lot of efforts to just protect myself and myself from all this noise and negative thoughts, because if I listen to them, I'm never gonna do anything. So in this part of my life, this is exactly the same process, but it's not that easy, because I'm going to do something that doesn't exist, and I've never made this before, so of course it's really uncomfortable, but I want to do this because I want to be in a period of my life where I want to respect myself. I want the best for me. I want to overcome this depression. I want to come back healthier than ever, wealthy, because I'm not. I want to be rich also, with my music, with everything that I'm going to produce and create. And I want to create something completely new, I want to create. I want to be really creative, and I don't want to care about anything else. So to do that, it's really challenging for myself, because it's really it's it's kind of a war. It's a war. It's a battle inside of me. It's a battle against myself. So it's really like, I have to think like a champion, and it's like so hard. So, but I can do it. Like, I know I can do it. I failed and I lost 6 years of work. And the moment when I realized that I would become a singer, because I had a first project for years, someone left me too. I've realized that there were a lot of people around me that were so fake. So it hurt me, but I don't care now. I want to just, honestly, I want to inspire people, but I don't want to be only a singer. I want to be everything I want to be. And no one is going to stop me. So I am the only one who can do this. But this is hard. And I'm sure I can make it. I'm sure I can make it. That's everything for tonight. So I hope that you will be all fine and okay. If you want to share this video, you can. I'm gonna kick it. So be happy, everyone, and take care of your health, especially your mental health, because I know how tough it is when you are depressed. I've never thought I would be depressed of my life, never and ever, but it happened. So please take care of your mental health and ask for help if you need that. For example, for me, I had troubles not only with my thoughts, but I also have like physical pain in the neck, in the arms, in my legs. It's a little embarrassing to say that, but I also have I don't know the word, like libido problems. It means that I didn't feel nothing with my body. I was dissociated for a few months, and I remember that the first time a friend touched me, because I didn't see a lot of people for a very long time. It was like, wow. So it was embarrassing, but well, I apologize, so it's okay. But yeah, please take care of your mental health and be happy. See you later. Bye bye.